Jace dies once, but politically he is about to die several different ways. To Rhaenyra, he may become the son who was taken because her council locked her away. To Baela, he may be the person who turned back into danger when somebody else needed help. To Rhaena, he may be the cousin whose last battle became tangled with Sheepstealer. To Corlys, he may be the heir lost inside a naval strategy that failed almost everyone. And to Team Black, he may become a symbol polished until no human mistake remains visible. The important mystery is not what physically killed Jace. We saw the harpoon, the sea, and the arrows. The mystery is which cause survives the council room. Here is what the episode actually confirms. Jace prevents Rhaenyra from joining the battle and goes himself. He and Baela help the Valyrian fleet. Rhaena arrives on a wild dragon she cannot fully control. Jace moves Vermax through the chaos around Sheepstealer and Moondancer. A Triarchy crew fires a weighted harpoon into Vermax. Baela attempts to reach Jace as the dragon is dragged down. Jace survives the initial fall, reaches the surface, and is struck by arrows. Remove any one of several links and he might live. That is exactly why a clean verdict will be politically useful and intellectually dishonest. Tragedy rarely provides one guilty party. Grief has better marketing instincts. Fire and Blood gives Jace a broader rescue mission during the Gullet and places different forces around his final flight. The show makes the death more intimate and more accusatory. It connects his decision to the confinement of Rhaenyra, puts Baela and Rhaenyra inside the immediate action, and makes Vermax's destruction a consequence of a chaotic encounter the family will have to discuss face to face. This is not merely compression. It relocates the emotional evidence. The book can remember Jace as a young commander killed in a disastrous battle. The series leaves survivors who can look at one another and wonder whether a different choice in the previous 5 minutes would have saved him. Rhaenyra may need Jace to have been right about the danger, but wrong to exclude her. That protects her love for him while proving the council must never control her again. Baela may need his final act to remain brave, because reducing it to recklessness would make grief feel like judgment. Rhaena may need the family to recognize that Sheepstealer was not a trained soldier waiting for sensible instructions. Corlys may need responsibility placed on the Triarchy because admitting the entire operation was structurally doomed could destroy confidence in the remaining war. None of these people has to lie. Memory can select honestly. The version that hurts least often arrives dressed as the version that explains most. If Jace died because young riders disobeyed, Rhaenyra can centralize command. If he died because Rhaena brought an uncontrolled dragon, suspicion moves toward Rhaena and perhaps every rider outside the formal hierarchy. If he died because the council restrained its queen, Rhaenyra can punish the people who supported the locked door. If he died because the Triarchy used specialized weapons, Team Black may prioritize retaliation and destroy whatever restraint remains. The story adopted by the court will therefore become military doctrine. It will decide who is trusted, who is blamed, and which lesson the faction carries into the next battle. The dead do not vote in council. Their edited reputations do. There is another possibility. The episode may refuse to give Team Black one official explanation. Rhaenyra could blame several people at different moments. Baela might withhold what she saw. Corlys may not return in time to shape the first response. Rhaena may disappear before anyone can question her. That would leave Jace's death as an open wound rather than a settled accusation. Dramatically, this may be stronger. A single scapegoat creates one conflict. Unresolved causality poisons every relationship at once. Each character begins reacting to a different private version of the same loss, and nobody notices they are no longer arguing about the same event. My prediction is that the first decisive account will come from somebody speaking for a person who cannot yet speak. An advisor may tell Rhaenyra what Jace intended. A survivor may explain what Baela or Rhaena did. A commander may summarize the battle before Corlys can challenge the summary. Listen for sentences that begin with Jace would have wanted, or we all know what happened. Those phrases turn uncertainty into permission. The person who finishes Jace's story first may gain the power to direct Rhaenyra's grief. And once the queen acts on that version, correcting it later will feel less like new evidence and more like betrayal. When episode 2 tells us how Jace died, ask one more question. Who needed that version to be true?